All right, I think we're up and running. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. God damn, man, what an intense game between the Nuggets and Oklahoma. God, man, Oklahoma had the lead for the majority of the game. It's not that the Nuggets played bad. It's just that Oklahoma, they were on point. But holy shit, man, that fourth quarter had me sweating. And then, I was convinced that Oklahoma was going to win. Nope. What does Gordon do? 3 points to get the win. And, man, he just came in with the clutch. It was insane. Oh, dude. I didn't know who to cheer for. I mean, I was kind of going for the Nuggets because, well, Nikola. And I mean, I'm a fan of Nikola and Gordon. I have to say, from what I've seen in the playoffs so far, I'm a big fan of them. So I was kind of leaning towards more, cheering for the Nuggets. But I haven't really seen Oklahoma play. So I was like, you know what? I'm not really sort of picking a side. But if I had to, it would be the Nuggets, if that makes sense. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of or thought of the game. Now, before we get started on today's video, I want to quickly just go over this. So I put this a day ago. So pretty much once this video uploads, I'm gonna have a look at this poll over here, and then whichever player gets the most votes wins. So I'm gonna still keep this up until maybe tomorrow afternoon my time, which will be like really late night for you guys, I think, for the majority of my viewers. Now, I don't know if we have any Australian viewers. I know the majority, based on the metrics that I've seen, is between the US, Canada. I think there's a few of you from England, and the rest is Europe, which is crazy. But yeah, for those overseas, I'll still keep this up. So if you watch this and you want to sort of have an opinion or try and vote, it's gonna still be open. So yeah, I mean, look, we got Anthony Edwards with the lead. Before it was Kyrie. It was Kyrie with the win, but Anthony Edwards, leading the poll with 38%. Now, I don't mind reacting to any of these guys. I have one video on Kyrie, but I've had a few requests asking me for more Kyrie content, so I thought, you know what, I'll include him in. Same with Morant. A lot of people have been trying to get me to react to him. He's on the list. All of these players, I wrote them down. But yeah, keep voting. I'm going to keep this up for more or less another day. And yeah, we'll revisit this poll tomorrow and we'll see who wins. Now for today's video, I don't like that sound effect with this browser. With today's video, we're going to be watching another post 2K video. Appreciate the content, man. 2018 LeBron James. This video has been on my mind for a while, so I'm going to be watching it today. And a few of you have been also recommending me to watch this video. Now we have covered I believe the first video we covered was sort of a brief, maybe not a brief, but sort of a story or explanation of his early years, leading up to his first championship win, pretty much. So we're going to be watching this video, 2018 LeBron. Next video is going to be the poll. Whoever wins the poll, and then we're going to go back to another LeBron video, and then I'll just pick someone off the list and we'll react to that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm sure it's going to be great. Now the question is, where's my water? There we go. And it's empty. Great. It's all good. All good. All right, guys, let's get to watching.
Select any version of LeBron James. Which one are you choosing? The 2009 twitchy, high-flying volume scorer in Cleveland? How about villain LeBron at his athletic peak in Miami? Or maybe 2016
Villain LeBron. Someone explain what villain LeBron is.
LeBron with his blend of experience and offensive versatility. You really can't go wrong with any of them. But without question, I'm taking 2018 LeBron.
Alright, tell us why.
His combination of elite athleticism, razor-sharp IQ, unpredictable playmaking, and his ability to take over in the clutch was surreal. It was like every version of LeBron thrown into one, and he needed all of it to single-handedly carry his team to where no one thought possible. 2018 LeBron unlocked mastery of the game of basketball, and this is how he did it.
Would you guys say this was peak LeBron? Let me know in the comments.
Facing LeBron in 2018 was simply terrifying. The dude was driven by vengeance, and the reason is because, well, actually, it'd be easier just to show you.
Alright.
After winning his hometown a historic championship in 2016, he and Kyrie Irving were viewed as the league's premier duo. There's no way this would be their last title together. Except it was. Kevin Durant signed with the Golden State Warriors during the 2016 offseason, and the league was cooked. Cleveland would face them in the 2017 finals and get smoked in 5. On his way back to the locker room, disappointed yet confident, LeBron daps up Kyrie and tells him, "We'll be back." But in reality, only one of them would be back. Just 4 weeks later, Kyrie demands a trade out of Cleveland, with reports stating that he no longer wants to be in LeBron's shadow. 1 month later, he was gone. I can only imagine that LeBron felt disrespected and betrayed. He was left alone to carry the Cavaliers, and there was no doubt that it fueled him, because in 2018, the dude was a full-on demigod. Opening night for LeBron and the Cavs was straight to business. A matchup against the Boston Celtics and the new face of their franchise. But James cooked. He lit up the C's for 29, 16, and 9 with 13 of those in the fourth quarter. Kyrie misses a 3 over LeBron to tie the game at the buzzer. They dap up one last time, and the LeBron carry job begins. Well, actually, this was just the opening act. Game 9 of the season against the Washington Wizards is when it truly began.
Hear the music. Hear the music. Just look at this guy, man. What a beast.
8 to shoot. Sets for 3. Puts it in. Clock at 5. James backs in. Turns toward the baseline. Puts it in. James down low. Shot's good. And the foul. 56 points of count.
57. 57. You know, this fuckery wasn't supposed to go on for much longer. Yet here he is at 33 years old, dropping the second highest scoring performance of his career, alongside 11 boards, 7 dimes, 3 steals, and a couple blocks. He is not human. By this point, Cleveland was just 4-5 on the season, but LeBron's performance sparked a little bit of magic. A clutch time dagger at the Garden, and Cleveland's on a 2-game winning streak. 39-14, make that 4-0. 27, 16, and 13, and the Cavs are 7-0. 34-12, and Cleveland's on an 11-game winning streak. And with a chance to make it a franchise record 13th straight against Sacramento, LeBron comes up big. He scoops home a layup to go up 2, and then drains a dagger 3 with 15 seconds left for their 13th consecutive win.
That is crazy, man. The king was
still the king. LeBron was stuffing the stat sheet on a nightly basis like he was a spry 27-year-old in his prime, except he was 33 without an all-star teammate by his side, and even that didn't slow him down.
The man was carrying them, dude.
Cleveland was a flaming hot 19-2 in their last 21 games, and it launched LeBron into the MVP conversation, sitting right behind James Harden in the NBA's MVP ladder. And now with a game lined up on Christmas Day against the defending NBA champs, a win can put LeBron as the frontrunner for MVP. But instead, he and the Cavs went from flaming hot to ice cold. James didn't have a great game on Christmas, and it began a downward spiral. From December 25th to February 6th, Cleveland went 6-13. LeBron was still putting up numbers, but the team around him was dysfunctional. They were too slow, too old, and just a couple days out from the trade deadline, you knew something was going to change. They don't call him Le GM for nothing. However, a day before the deadline, they'd play the Minnesota Timberwolves, and LeBron decided to put on a show for his soon-to-be ex-teammates.
He's about to cook. He's about to cook. Here we go, man. Come on. Man, he's what, at the time he was what, 33, 34, and he's moving like he's in his 20s. I know there's a video of him explaining his whole procedures, how he spent like what 1 or 2 mil a year on just his training and his conditioning. I'm gonna have to watch that at some point just to see like how much effort he actually puts in. And he's still playing at 40 years old.
LeBron James wins it for Cleveland.
37-10-15, a game-tying layup, a game-saving block, capped off by a game-winning fadeaway, and celebrating with his teammates that would get traded less than 24 hours later.
That is
I'm not even
crazy.
kidding. The Cavs blew it up the very next day to get younger, trading 6 guys with an average age of 30 for 4 players with an average age of 26. It wasn't a superstar or even an all-star for that matter, but they gave LeBron something to play with, and he started balling. As the calendar flipped to March, LeBron was slowly turning into playoff Bron.
It's funny how they traded pretty much the whole team, or the majority of them, just to help out LeBron.
He averaged over 39-9 on a blistering 55% shooting with 9 30-point
That is
games
cooked. And I mean that in a good
4
way.
triple-doubles in the month. The dude was a highlight machine. Jaw-dropping one-legged fadeaways in the clutch to close out games, catching bodies that should have him arrested for first-degree murder, and no-look dimes in LA that had him looking like Magic Johnson. LeBron's all-around games, catching bodies that
Let me
should
just
have
see
him
that pass
arrested
again,
for
please.
first-degree murder,
Let me see that pass again.
and no-look dimes in LA that had him looking like Magic Johnson.
That pass was disrespectful, man.
LeBron's all-around game
God, I
was at
love
its
it.
absolute peak. He was virtually unguardable, highlighted by another masterpiece in April. A 44-point triple-double against the 76ers
That is
for his
insane.
league-leading 32nd 30-point game of the season. Now, here's the problem. They didn't win that game. Despite LeBron's greatness, the team around him was just average. If he doesn't play well, they have...
All right, so firstly, the team was too slow, too old. Now the team is too average. What's next?
almost no chance of winning. If he drops a 40-point triple-double, winning is still not a guarantee, and it showed in the standings. The Cavs were the 3rd seed for the majority of the year, before slipping down to 4th in the final week of the season, landing them a tougher opponent in the first round of the playoffs and basically killing LeBron's MVP case. He finished 2nd in voting as James Harden walked away with the award in a landslide. The case was made for LeBron, but it didn't matter anymore. The playoffs were around the corner, and the King was about to show the league who's the real MVP.
Come on, show
As
us.
the 4th seed in the East, Cleveland faced a legit Indiana squad in round 1, and it was a wake-up call. The Pacers trampled them by 18 points on their home court in Game 1. Indy was no joke, and Bron knew it, so in the first quarter of Game 2, he made a statement. He erupted for 20 points in the frame, and he didn't stop there, finishing the game with 46, 12, and 5 on 70% shooting from the field to tie the series at 1. But back in Indiana, the Pacers escaped Game 3 with a 2-point win to go up 2-1. And you know what that means? We're about to get another masterpiece from LeBron. 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists to tie the series at 2. James was putting up video game numbers like it was nothing, and in Game 5 at home, he turned on aimbot.
Oh shit, 95. 7 seconds left. Oh, what a beautiful block.
Timeout, Cleveland. And with 3 seconds left, Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds, 1 second for the win.
No shot, man.
LeBron James delivers.
Aimbot activated.
In Cleveland.
I thought this fuckery wasn't supposed to go on for much longer, and this dude is nailing game-winning threes at the buzzer to go with
Proving the
44
haters wrong,
points,
man.
10 boards,
Best feeling
and 8
ever.
dimes. You know, something light, but I'll tell you what wasn't light. Game 6 in Indiana.
See, I can't imagine how you guys felt watching this. Me watching this, like I'm hyped up. And the Lakers are eliminated, man. I can't see him play.
The The Cavs got smoked by 34 points, and now shockingly, a LeBron-led team is going to a Game 7 in round 1. But the result of that Game 7 wasn't much of a shocker. James threw on his backpack and went to work, exploding for 26 in the first half, and from that point on, you knew it was over. He finished the game with 45 for his third, I repeat, his third 40-point game of this series to carry his team into the second round. And you want to know a crazy stat about this series?
Tell me.
LeBron did not have a single teammate score more than 20 points in any game throughout the series. The literal definition of carrying his team. James's brilliance set up a daunting matchup against the #1 seed Toronto Raptors in the second round. The third consecutive playoff matchup, that is, between these two squads. And I think you know how the story goes.
Oh shit,
don't call him LeBronto for nothing.
Some of you have told me about LeBronto. I know there's another video specifically about LeBronto, so I'm gonna get to that one later because I have no idea what LeBronto means or like what it refers to. So I'm gonna have to go and watch that for another video.
Down DeRozan. There's that fadeaway, and it's butter right now.
Also, I want to say post 2K's edits, like these parts of the videos, are so well done, man. I love them. They hype me up so much.
LeBron fades away over Siakam. James.
Oh man, the footwork, precision. Look at that. Look at his eyes, dude. He's locked in. He's a killer.
Throws up the floater.
Can we go back in time so I can go and watch this, please?
What did you expect? He's LeBronto. After dismantling the Raps in Toronto with nasty fadeaways, he nails an elegant one-legged fading runner off glass to win Game 3 and take Toronto's soul.
So good.
Look at some of these reactions. It was over. They killed the Raps by 35 in Game 4 to complete the sweep. And for the 8th consecutive season, LeBron is back in the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, Kyrie was out for the series due to injuries. But don't take anything away from the Celtics' young core. They were a problem.
Tatum drives down and throws it down. Wow!
Game 1 was a major slap in the face.
You know, I was reading one of the comments earlier, and they recommend me a bunch of players from Celtics. And yeah, I've only just realized that a lot of the players that I've reacted to so far, aside from Blake Griffin, I mean, he's retired. He was in the Celtics before he left. I think he was the only one that I've reacted to so far that was in their team. No, there were some other players that were part of the team, but none of the ones I've reacted to are still active members of the Celtics. So if you guys have any recommendations, I wrote them down. We got Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Jaylen Brown, I think Kawi? I don't know if I pronounced that name right. But you know, there's a few examples. They mentioned that they were part of the Celtics. So I am definitely keen to watch more Celtics. Anyways, I've got like a page and a half full of YouTube content. Don't you worry.
To LeBron and the Cavs. They lost by 25 points, and Bron had it rough.
Jesus.
15 points on 7 of 16 shooting and 7 turnovers. But as we've seen this postseason, the dude responds every time. In the first quarter of Game 2, his jumper was butter. He was knocking down long-range missiles, sweeping hooks like a prime Kareem, and opposite shoulder fading threes for a 21-point first quarter. He was unstoppable. He'd finished the game with a 42-point triple-double, and they still lost by double digits.
That was clean.
Cleveland was in serious trouble. In fact, as a franchise, the Boston Celtics are 37-0 all time when leading a series 2-0.
Wow.
This is bad. But I swear I've seen a similar graphic like this before.
The Undertaker shirt. That's sick.
In Game 3, the Cavs answered. Then in Game 4, LeBron did, with a 44-point bomb for his 6th 40-point game of the playoffs, and just like that, the series is tied. But in Game 5, Boston responded as they put the Cavs on the brink of elimination. LeBron is going to have to do something crazy to will his team to 2 straight wins.
And I'm sweating.
And in this case, crazy is actually an understatement. The King tapped into another dimension in Game 6, finishing at the cup, cashing in spot-up threes, lacing home mid-range fades. He was on one, but with just a few minutes left, the Celtics cut the lead to single digits. LeBron is in trouble.
James drives, steps back, puts up a 3.
Oh, beautiful shot.
LeBron steps, tries it again.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
LeBron James with 44. Timeout Boston.
With 2 monster threes in his sweet spot, LeBron seals the deal with his
Hell
7th
yeah.
40-point game of the postseason to force a Game 7 in Boston. And if you know anything about Game 7 LeBron, then you know what's about to happen.
He's about to clutch. He's about to dominate. Come on, show us. Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Between the legs. Drives, continues off balance, banks it home. Taken by James. Here comes James in the open floor. James, grab from behind.
Too slow.
Count it. Goaltend and 1. And it's up to 9 with 1:04 remaining.
35, 15, and 9, capped off by a powerful and 1 with a primal
This is
screen
insane.
to miraculously get his team to the NBA Finals. LeBron was Superman against the Celtics, but next up, he'll have to face his kryptonite. When the Warriors and Cavs faced off in 2017, Cleveland realistically had no chance of winning, and that was with Kyrie. Fast forward to a year later and you got just LeBron with a weaker supporting cast. The writing was on the wall, but we should keep in mind that Bron's been playing the best basketball of his career. And with all these 40-point games, he's due to go for 50.
This is beautiful, man. Oh my God.
Boston Game 7, Houston. James drives and finishes. Great to see him back on the floor. James drives past Livingston and throws it down. James fires a 3. That's good.
I'm shocked you downplayed Savannah. He said she was all city.
The King.
James again from downtown.
The King.
James 8 to shoot. James drives. Shot blocked. Count it. And 1. LeBron James puts the Cavs up 1 with a free throw coming up.
In my opinion, this is the single greatest game of LeBron's career. 51 points, the 5th most ever in the finals, 8 rebounds and 8 assists against the mighty Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. He was the definition of unguardable, and after Draymond poked him in the eye in the second quarter, he was looking like a legit supervillain out there, dude. It was insane.
Oh shit.
But this game isn't over. LeBron's effort got the Cavs within 1 with 4 seconds left, and George Hill is at the line to shoot 2 free throws. He nails the first, and then...
7 remaining.
Oh no. What's gonna happen? He's gonna miss, isn't he? Shit.
Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked. And we'll go to overtime.
Oh
The feeling
no.
J.R. Smith thought they had the lead.
JR was JR. He thought they had the lead, he dribbled the ball out to kill the clock, and butchered a chance to win the game. LeBron was, pissed, to say the least. He knows you cannot give Golden State any chance to survive, and they just did. The game went into overtime where the Warriors outscored the Cavs by 10 to take Game 1, in what was Cleveland's only chance in this series. From then on, Golden State took care of business, sweeping the Cavaliers with ease and ending LeBron's otherworldly 2018 season. Although it ended without a championship, what LeBron was able to accomplish throughout this year, and especially in the postseason, is still viewed as one of, if not the, single greatest playoff run by an individual player ever. At 33, this might be it for LeBron. Father Time is finally gonna catch up.
Sure, buddy.
Say it again. He'll never have a greater achievement than getting this team to the finals.
So close. Yeah, so far. Yeah. 30 years old. He should retire. 10 years later. 10 years later. The man is still playing.
No one person has ever shouldered more and gotten his team to the finals.
Hell yeah, man.
One of, if
I mean, dude, is there any doubt that LeBron James is, if not one of the greatest of all time? And I say one of because I still have a lot to learn, but this video just proves his work ethic. You know, if the first video wasn't enough to convince you, this one should be more than enough. Despite not winning, he still fucking carried his team. He carried his team. 50-point game, more than 140 plus game. It's crazy, man. Carried his team through the playoffs, got to the finals. Fortunately didn't win, man. And you can tell by his face, he was just shattered. Imagine if they went for the win. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the title. 2018 LeBron James was a demon. He was locked in. He was a one-man army. No one could stop him. Just unfortunate events, I guess, you know? The guy got poked in the eye, in some bleeding, didn't stop him, you know? But wasn't happy with two teams. That didn't stop him. He still played. Still dominated. But yeah, man, it's a shame that, you know, the Lakers couldn't win. Well, didn't proceed with the playoffs. Here's to next year. I don't think he's done just yet. Come on, just play one more, man. For me, play one more. I gotta see him in action. I gotta see this guy in action, man.
not,
Oh, whoops. But yeah, amazing video. Very well done. Just shows how dominating he was in 2018. Yeah, so the next video is going to be based on the poll. As for the next LeBron video, I might just go for a highlight video because now we've done sort of two story-based videos. So I think the third one should be a highlight, pretty much, from his early careers, from his early years, I should say. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But yeah, if you've watched this till the end, or if you're a new viewer as well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. More to come. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Let me know any recommendations, suggestions in the comments. Otherwise, the Discord link is in the bio. Feel free to join that one too. And yeah, until the next video, guys, you take care, stay safe, keep grinding. See you guys in the next one. Bye.